What's up, all you beautiful weirdos who listen to the Woke as Fuck podcast? You're probably wondering why you're pretty inconsistent for a guy who loves spiritual awakening. Like, what's with the lack of podcasts? I hear you. I'll be honest. The last couple of months have been so intense in terms of awakening experiences and just ego death and miraculous stuff going on. I've barely had time to breathe. It would take several episodes just to catch up on my personal stuff without even interviewing anyone or anything. Like, it's been crazy. I haven't even had time to catch up with my good friends and talk to them about all this stuff. I just haven't. So, here's what I'm doing. As I'm catching up with my friends and actually talking about some of the absolute amazingly crazy things that have been happening, I'm just gonna record the calls on Skype and just whack them up. Because honestly, when I'm talking one-on-one with my friends, obviously they're my friends, so I'm super passionate in sharing and I'm super authentic when I'm sharing what it is, and maybe even more so than when I'm doing like a regular style interview. So yeah, so this is the first of probably a bunch of calls, Zoom calls, that I'll be having with my buddies. I wasn't actually planning on sharing this one, but we just started talking and I recorded it, and then so the lighting is crappy, and I might even just put just the audio up, but just the same, the information is there, and it's pretty ridiculous. And so yeah, just enjoy and let me know what you think in the comments. I do believe it. I don't know anything anymore, but I just gotta get it out there, so I'm getting it out there. Love all you humans, and remember, more information about what's going on and all kinds of craziness and courses and our little Telegram group and all that stuff is over on the woke.as website, so do check that out. And remember, I'm uploading bonus content on the YouTube Woke as Fuck channel more regularly now as well. I've just recorded some good stuff. Love all of you. God bless you all. Big kiss and enjoy.
Are you ready to get woke? Welcome to the Woke as F podcast with your host, Alex Lazarev.
When was the last time we spoke? Did I tell you about crazy meltdown awakenings and ego deaths was going on? Or was that before that?
You haven't given that
Okay.
to me. You are very esoteric and very difficult to understand. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, Sasha?
Okay. So basically relatively soon, after I landed in Vancouver, I just went into the most intense ego death merging with God experiences. Like, the only one that's been, you could say, that was even bigger than all the shit that happened was, well, it's hard to even say, but the one where I literally died, passed out, went to heaven, experienced all that is, and then came back, and it was just literally that state for the whole day. Yeah, I don't know if we could beat that one, but holy fuck, pretty up there. When I go and make podcasts, which I'm planning to shortly, maybe if I take 2-3 hours, maybe I could cover how much shit, because it's so fucking much, honestly. It's ridiculous, because something will happen that's so major, such a major awakening and realization, such a oneness, such a stripping away of the ego, where you're like, holy fuck, there is only all that is, and it's me, holy fucking shit, and you're just absolute bliss, no thoughts, nothing, just joy beyond imagination, and you're thinking, God, that was the big one. After that, you're still in it, but you think, well, there won't be, maybe I'll be in here for a while, but it's just like, you're just like, that must be it for a while. That must be it. That was the big one. The next day, another one. The next day, another one. And this kept going for about 10 to 14 days.
What?
Just every single day, death, heart opening, just fucking absolutely unfucking believable. Unfucking believable,
Wow,
Don. Is all I can say. And it's like, and when the big one that you know about happens, you just go, oh, well, that was pretty fucking big. I died. I went to heaven. I'm all that is. I know that forever. And you go, well, and then, you're not bragging, but you're just like, all right, well, that was enlightenment. There doesn't get much bigger than that one. That was it. Oh no, it keeps going. It keeps going. It just keeps on fucking going. More levels and more levels and more levels and deeper and deeper. And ego just gets more small and more fine and more small and has less and less control or power until it's like a joke. There's like, you know what I mean? But it's still, yeah, it's nonstop. I'll tell you the awakenings that I'll give you the brief rundown of the ones that, just so you kind of, you know what I mean? And then if you want to, you can still watch the whole fucking podcast. But the ones that happened, this is kind of a loose order. The first one that came in that just hit really fucking hard was and I've said it before, and it's made sense before on a mental level and you know, logical. Oh yeah, of course. But when it really comes in as direct knowledge, it has nothing to do with your brain figuring things out. No, like knowing, like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's knowledge and fucking experiential. You're living it, like direct
Yeah,
experience.
gnosis.
There's not even a fucking
Yeah.
comparison. Like, we don't know shit
Yeah.
about shit till we have a direct experience of God. Then you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So the first one that came in that just rocked my fucking socks, was, and it's very interesting, the timing of when it happened. It happened literally, I'm on a lockdown in Vancouver, technically not supposed to go out of the house for 2 fucking weeks, feeling like a slave, knowing this is all fucking bullshit. And I'm like, fucking hell, you know, but still don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, still don't want to like get fucked with. And it's like, ugh. And the experience was literally an absolute and total understanding and merging to the degree with source / God, where it was absolutely known that my will is literally the same as God's will. There is absolutely no other will but the will of God, and that is my will, and there is no separation at all. And when that really hits you, like literally, it's like you realize whatever you know and desire and want to happen for you, for humanity, all of it, whatever is in your heart and is your desire, when you're really in it, when you're truly connected, whatever you want is literally what's going to happen, because it is the will of God.
Can I pause for a second? So would you say the will of God is just banging a bunch of random girls? I mean, that doesn't sound like the
That's
will
not
of a
the will of
divine.
God.
So you're talking about like divines being alignment with love and service first, right?
I'm talking about once you've done the work and you've peeled away enough layers of the ego bullshit and trauma and story and the person, and you're really in your true nature, which is the self,
Yeah.
capital
Yeah.
S-E-L-F,
Yeah.
S-E-L-F, all of it, everything, the divine one, infinite, eternal. When you're really in that one,
Yeah.
and then there's still some semblance of, okay, well, I'm still in a body and that's fine, but I recognize my true nature as the self. It came in so absolutely, my will is God's will. There isn't another will here, Don. There never was. But we're so distracted, confused, traumatized, damaged in our egos trying to survive and be accepted and make money and heal. We have no fucking idea. We're lost and confused and wandering around. When you get through all that shit and you're dying and dying and dying, and what's left is God. I know what's going to happen, Don, because it's my will.
Yeah.
Therefore I know, because there is no other will. When you are the self, when you're truly connected to what you are, and not even connected, you just remember you're that. Everything else is melted away. There's no doubt. I wonder what's going to happen. The liberation of all beings from suffering and full awakening of humanity, because that's my will. There isn't anything else that could happen, because I will it. And therefore it literally, it's like, for it not to happen would be, there is a being more powerful than God that's going to subvert the will of God. There is no such being, Don.
There's no such thing.
There's never been and there never will be.
No. You know what's really interesting? Josh told me, I forgot exactly what it was, but he was telling me that they were doing some science on the heart and how there's almost like a fail-safe mechanism to where you actually don't have free will. Bro, I don't want to see you ass naked.
Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't mean to hit on you there, but it got a little hot, so I had to take off.
But so he was telling me that basically the way that I interpreted it was that there's sort of like a fail-safe mechanism where you don't actually have free will unless it is fully aligned with love and service, which is basically the divine. So there's like a fail-safe. You can't like go too far to where you actually destroy yourself completely and totally and just obliterate yourself. There's a fail-safe mechanism. So it's
yes.
What I'm getting at, and I agree with you, is that the divine will is, you become synonymous with that divine will. And it almost feels like, and I think Spiral Dynamics puts it in a great way. It's transpersonal. It's not Sasha's desires. It's not Don's desires. You just become like a conduit for the divine will to work through you. So your will and God's will become one and become synced.
I'll take it one step further.
Sure.
There never was a Sasha. There never was a Dawn. There was only, and will forever only be, the will of God. All the rest is part of the dream. Dawn, Sasha,
Yeah.
all these people,
Yeah.
it's all a fucking dream. That's
It's
what
a dream,
waking
dude.
up is. Waking up out of all of that and realizing there's literally only the infinite one source creator energy, which is you. It's and you're and all waking up is dropping layers and layers and layers of what's not you. You are the infinite one creator of all that is experiencing itself. It's a game. It's the most fun game ever.
It's a fun fucking game, dude. It's
insanely
fun.
crazy.
It's fun, bro.
It's insanely crazy. So that was just literally, that was the beginning of like a dozen awakenings. I'm not shitting you.
Oh,
So
wow.
as that happened, it was an absolute fucking unbelievable. So this was about halfway through the me being on lockdown. And I realized I realized that I was absolutely free, because nothing could ever happen to me that isn't the will of God, which is my will. So literally on that day, I'm like, well, fuck it. I could go to the house and do anything I want to. Because no one is going to check up on me. I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm not going to go to jail or get fucked with by the government, because there's nothing to learn in it. It's not my will. It's not going to happen. It was freedom. I literally, I'm free. I could do anything. Nothing bad can happen. Unless I want to experience something negative because I'm going to learn from it, then I could manifest that. But I'm not choosing to manifest that. So I literally went out and did everything I wanted as normal for the last week. Guess what happened? Nothing. Everything was fine. It would be impossible. It would literally be impossible to experience something outside of your will, because it would be the same as God experiencing something outside the will of God. It's literally the same. It's a big one, Dawn. That was a big one.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So that's the warm-up. Are you ready? That's the warm-up. You ready to keep going? We'll keep going. So that's the warm-up. Next one that was, and there was, honestly, there were so many. I'm going to cover a few big ones, and it's just you can't do all of them, but the big fucking epic ridiculousness ones I'm going to tell you. The next one is a quote. Paul said it from the Course in Miracles.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's Christ, right? And so when he's speaking Christ and two of us love Christ, the transmission came like slaughtered us. It just fucking annihilated us. And we both were like, holy fucking shit. And so this was the teaching. Very, very simple. But when you get it, and literally it devastates you in the most profound way.
Yeah, go for it.
Second one, right? It sounds like it's just words. It's so simple. Holy fuck, it's so profound. It's unbelievable. So it was this, literally. He read a sentence. It's 4 words, Don. This is going to fuck you up. When I tell you these 4 words, you're going to go, what? It's 4 words, but I got it to the degree where it shattered my reality completely. Here it is. You ready for him? You're going to love it.
Go.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna ready?
You're selling me on this.
Oh
man.
my god, dude, it's so good, dude. You're the first one I'm actually going deep into this shit, eh? Because like really, I've told some bits to some people, but actually like going into what happened. This is it. I'm just like giving you the
to it, fam.
You ready?
Yeah.
4 words.
Yeah.
Directly from Christ consciousness. You need do nothing.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And I was ready because I've had all the experiences to know we are the infinite one self consciousness, not a person, and that we are, and I've had the big, it's just me. There's only the me here. There's nothing else here. So when you really know that experientially, and then you get this download, you need do nothing, literally this body, this person, this individual part of all it is, everything is happening perfectly. Everyone is that infinite one creator. If something needs to happen, it's already going to happen. It's happening now. Everything has always been unfolding. From the beginning of time, everything's been happening perfectly, always. The idea that you could or should or ever could do anything to affect the perfection of all that is the ego's absolute insanity.
Dude, I get it, man. I get it, bro.
It's insanity, Don, that you think you can do anything.
Yeah, bro.
Example. And we can go, and we can, we can dig into that a bit more, because I'll give you the example. So I'm there, literally, and I'm in this space where literally I'm sitting there like absolutely blissed out, peace. I know I'm one with everybody. There's nothing to do. There's nothing. Literally, everything is happening automatically. Why would I do fucking anything? I'm sitting down on a chair in the living room. People are coming in and out. Things are happening. Whatever. And I just think to myself, fuck, my shoulder is tense. I could really use a massage. Note to self, I'm going to get the phone number of this one massage person I know, and I'm going to get an appointment. I'll do that shortly. But and I'm happy. I'm like, good. I'm going to get a massage. Excellent. Maybe 30 seconds to a minute goes by. Okay. My friend walks in, looks at me, walks over to the couch, and starts massaging my shoulders. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And I'm just getting the massage. And then he stops and goes, that's weird. I never massage people. It's not something I do, as he's massaging me. And I'm there and I'm just like, well, I did just think I could really use a massage about, whatever, a minute or two ago. And we're all one. So it kind of makes sense. He goes, yeah, it kind of does. Because when synchronicity, people go, oh, it was this coincidence. It was a synchronicity. Oh my God. Yo, it's a synchronicity if you think we're two separate people. If I think something and it happens, if I think I need a massage and you give me one, if we're all one, it's not a synchronicity. It's about as fucking synchronistic as me going, oh, I got a really scratchy left index finger and scratching it with my other hand. Oh my God, what a synchronicity. He was just able to scratch his own. No, it's my finger and this is my hand. It's really fucking easy to scratch it, Don. It's that easy to manifest things when you absolutely know the self is all there is and it's all you. There's nothing synchronistic about it. You need something to happen. It's in the divine will for that thing to manifest. You need whatever it is. Let's say you need $1 billion. For the service of all beings. Absolutely. Because you're going to build a fucking hostel that's going to feed and house 8 fucking human beings that are fucked, and you want to help them, and you're like, God, I am going to do this, and I need $1 million. Don, someone's just going to call you the next day and go, hey, I have some money to invest. I just thought I'd call you and to see if you needed it. It won't even be weird. You'll just go, of course that person's calling me, because that person calling you is you. There's only the one divine will. And if you're acting in accordance with that will, it's all parts of yourself working perfectly for the awakening of all beings. Now you're just one unit. But if you're in that divine will, there's no miracles. There's no coincidences. We are all the one.
Yeah.
We're all the one being, all working together for the same fucking purpose, that all units of this one awaken to the truth of oneness. And it's love.
Yeah,
so
it's
not weird.
Yeah.
It's nothing weird about it. You think something and it happens. You're all of it. What's weird about it?
There's nothing weird. And that's really interesting, because the Course in Miracles talks about how to put a limit on a miracle is to put a limit on God. And it's like, it could just happen instantaneously. Like there's a really great quote that said, not all things are possible, but not all things are beneficial. So I could literally just dream up $1 million and it just shows up right here. I just dreamed up that money right there. And there it is. I lost my train of thought on that one point.
So Don, when this is truly understood, but known knowledge, really known on a deep level, all spiritual awakening, it's literally just dropping all the parts of what you want, don't want, what you think, your opinions, your trauma, all that shit, so that all that is left is the will of the self. And then from that place, you can manifest anything. But the only thing you'll want when you're there is the liberation of all beings from suffering and happiness and love for everybody. There's nothing else you can want.
I'm out. Pause. I'm writing these notes down because this is really gold. Because when you drop all that.
Well, it's all being recorded. I'll send you this after.
Good, yeah.
So you don't have to take notes. I'm pretty sure, I'm going to have to upload this somewhere because it's epic. So
yeah, it's epic. It's epic as fuck, bro.
So don't slow down the fucking recording with your gay notes. just keep talking. Keep talking, dog.
Yeah. Just keep. I mean, that's really profound right there.
So that's the real answer to the manifestation question. If you're
Oh.
manifesting from that place of
Yeah.
you know you're one with all, and the will of the self, big S, all of us, is the liberation of all beings, and you're coming from that place, love, compassion, helping people in whatever way, from the heart, connected to source, you can manifest anything. Yes, anything. There is nothing outside of your power to manifest. You are the one creating everything. But the ego, if you're in that ego consciousness, no, you have no power.
You have no power. Yeah, and it's
Very little, very
Yeah.
limited. You can still, again, you're still God. That's the thing. You're still the infinite one creator. But in that consciousness, when you're all about the what can I get, me,
Yeah.
you're playing your own game. All the other people who are all you, they're not, you see what I'm saying? They're not all acting in unison to help you. They're not.
Yeah, they're
Because
not.
it's
You
not
gotta,
the will of the infinite one.
Yeah, it's not the will of the infinite. Yeah.
So you can do certain things, but if you want to fucking really do drop the ego, wake up, work for the self, the big self.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And I think at least in my point in my spiritual journey, I've stopped even, okay, or at least I'm getting to the point where it's like, I don't really care about how much Dawn accumulates or what Dawn has. Because I was thinking about doing things for just to say like, oh, I did this, or I did this, or I've been there, I've done that. But in many respects, it's now becoming a point of where it's just the celebration of what is. It's just like, oh, I'm going to do this because I'm celebrating what God is. I'm just expressing another aspect of divinity by just being a channel for music or for writing or for coaching or for making businesses or for making videos or whatever. It's like, and I find that the more and more people that are complimenting me on doing these things, like I've had people being like, wow, you're doing really profound things. It feels like it's less and less they're complimenting me, and it's just going directly to God. Because it's like, well, I mean, thanks, but I mean, it's not like you're really even thanking Dawn. You're just thanking the divinity that's working through me, and it's just becoming less and less and less and less and less, and really, it's even just reached a point to where I'm getting these downloads where it's not even a download, it's just there. It's like this idea of a download is that it's separate from you. I'm just listening to what that information is already there, and it's just saying, well, I don't have to do anything. It's interesting. I'm still kind of getting to that point of where I really just know that I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is just be a channel for love and service, and then everything else just falls into place. I don't have to do any. I don't have to read a book. I don't have to talk to a person. I don't have to do anything. It's just all I have to do is just project and be that love and just be open and say, okay, I'm open to the divine will today. And then there you go. It just happens. It's insanity. I mean, that's it. And
it's not insanity. It's how it was meant to be.
It's not insanity. It's how it was meant to be.
It's actually sanity.
Yeah. Well, that is sanity. Yeah.
It's sanity.
Yeah.
It's sanity.
It's
We're
sanity.
spirit. We are literally spirit. Yeah, that's absolutely normal. And yeah, that's exactly it. It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, what you're saying.
Wow.
It's deeper and to the point, and I've had many, at this point, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, where there isn't, like, literally, I have woken up before, opened my eyes, and there's absolutely no thoughts. It's just literally peace. Nothing comes to the mind, and then you just know what's about to happen, and literally just body gets up, and you're just doing things, and it's literally nothing but peace and joy and love. No thoughts, everything's happening automatically. There's nobody there. It is peace and love beyond comprehension. And that's what we're all moving towards. Every single person is just moving towards that.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, Sasha? I get why we go through these large eon cycles, because we're moving towards, again, the golden age again. And what makes us think that we haven't had this happen already in the past? And if you look at the holy science of these yugas that we're going through, if we're just blissed out all the time and everything is just so much fun and so much joy all the time, nonstop, you're literally just thriving and flourishing all the time. I would feel like eventually at one point people would be like, all right, let's just have a little bit more of a challenge, right? And that's when we have this introduction of more polarity coming in. And this is when we go back into this idea of a yuga, like the Kali Yuga, the most separated. Then we have to go back all the way again. It's like this infinite time loop, which in a way, like if you think about it, because I can't really think about it because I get like deep existential dread, but I really shouldn't, because it's just all infinite. It kind of seems almost pointless in a way. We're just kind of going around and around and around and around. It's like the Ouroboros. I forgot exactly what it's called. It's like the snake eating its tail. It's just infinitely going. We're just going from cosmic unison to the one to this falseness of separation. And yeah, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. Well, there is a point, or it wouldn't be happening, right?
Yeah, of course.
It wouldn't be happening. So yeah, on one level you go, fuck it. But look, again, once you have the experience of reality, no ego, no person, literally all that is yourself, whether it lasts a second, a fucking day, a month.
Yeah.
The whole point of all consciousness literally is to keep growing and evolving to higher and higher levels, always and forever. That's what we're doing. That's the game, constant evolution. So this particular hologram that we're in is just a very, very interesting and advanced and fucking brutal in a way, super school for consciousness to recognize itself and awaken. That's what this is. God is learning through us. We are that. We're literally the hands of the infinite one. So it's just it's fun. God wants to play. We're playing.
We're playing. We're having fun.
Ending. It's never going to stop. God never stops playing.
It's just nonstop. I mean, it's like children. We're just having fun all the time.
All the time.
Be like children, and then you'll enter the kingdom of heaven, because you don't think about it. You're just like, I'm just here. I'm just now. I'm just having fun all the time, nonstop. I mean, that's sort of how I feel now. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just have fun, like read books and talk to people and have fun, because it's about having fun. And then it just, oh, dude, it's incredible, man. It's really just, it's indescribable.
That's reality. That's reality.
Man.
That's all it is.
Oh my God.
If it wasn't fun, we wouldn't be doing it.
No, dude, it's so much fun. And you know what's crazy, Sasha, is that so many people, oh my God, just don't get it. They don't get it. They're just so lost. You're right. Not yet. They're just, I mean, they will eventually. I mean, it's the divine will.
Well, here's the beauty. You ready?
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that at some point is just absolutely known.
Yeah.
They cannot not get it in the long term. Everybody's destiny, every sentient being's destiny is enlightenment, reuniting with source energy. The only thing sentient beings can ever not achieve is not waking up.
Yeah.
Literally. There's lots of things you can't do, but not waking up, impossible. You're going to wake up. The question is, how soon, how fast, how much fun will you have on the way? How much do you want to resist it? How much drama do you want to cause? All those things, yes, you have the free will, but your ultimate destiny written in stone, because you are the creator of all this. You cannot not go back to being what you are. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So when that is known, enjoy the ride.
It's fun. Like, and I have a lot of these conversations with Josh too, because Josh gets a lot of this. He's like, we're not running the show, man. We're just here for the ride. We're just having fun. We're just like, ooh.
So,
wow, ooh.
Exactly. So when you know your ultimate destination, right? And you understand you're not running the show, everything's happening automatically. And you could choose how fun should I express myself, this way, that way. But the only thing that you can really do or focus on is to be the highest, most exciting, most truth-saying, funniest, whatever expression of the infinite one creator possible. Just be 100, absolutely be you to the fucking max, because it's the only time in the galaxy you got to be you. You're being everyone else too, but right now you're in charge of this expression. Fucking be it all the way. Don't hold back.
That's it. I feel, and dude, you know what's funny is I'm really glad because this is like the last final puzzle pieces, because I remember that. I'm sure you've heard of Dolores Cannon's work. This was the 3 ways of volunteers coming in, and how we were testing, and that we're basically higher dimensional beings that decided to come and experience this awakening at this time. So this idea was that it's our role at this point to just be who we are. And I hated that because I was like, no, I want to do something. But then I realized that the doing was the being. It's like, you could be whatever the hell you want, be the most dope person you can. And it was that awakening of, yeah, I'm going to do that all and more. And even more, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And the switch was that, and you're actually helping me remind myself of this important switch, was that not so that Don can do it, but so that you can just be an expression for the divine will to show others that they can express the divine will inside of themselves. Be a completely empty. You want to change hundreds of millions of people's lives? Just fucking do it. Just be that. Just set the intention. Open yourself up 100%. Just be a completely empty vessel and just let God work through you and sit back and watch the show because it's fucking awesome. And it's like it has nothing to do with what Sasha does. It has nothing to do with how many followers I have or how much money I make, yada yada yada, because it's all there. It's just there for you, and you just, God is waiting to enter you. It's like, yo, get that fucking ego door out the way and just let me do my job. Let me do my work. Yeah.
Yep, basically that.
That's it. Yeah. It's, dude, and it's exciting. It's so exciting. Every day you wake up and you're like, wow, today is going to be another amazing day.
Every day is amazing when you give it all up to the self, the creator. Yeah, and you're just like, yeah, whatever I can be used for today in the service. Yeah, dude. Yeah, and it gets fucking so much crazier that it cannot be put into words. Actually,
it's so beyond exciting. It's beyond exciting, man. Like, I get these calls from Norite because I know this is really aligned with my high will, like God's will. And it's like, can this get even doper? And then it does. And I'm like, can this get even doper? And then it does. And it just keeps getting.
That's the new reality. Some people call it, whatever, fourth, fifth dimension. I don't fucking know about all dimensions, but it just, at some point you're in a flow state where like it's just everything is happening that you could ever imagine, and it's just and you in fact you honestly can't imagine the things that are going to happen, and they happen, and you're like, holy fuck, is that happening? And that's normal. That's becoming normal. The last 2 months since all those awakenings and I've only told you literally 2 out of 2. It's been miracles every day, just about every day. And sometimes you get some days off, but it's been absolutely insane.
That's awesome, dude.
It would take so many podcasts and calls to just try and cover all the stuff. I'm
wow.
literally going to talk to you. I'll share some of it here. Then I'll do another podcast. It's so much. It's just like, it's ridiculous.
That's amazing, bro.
Absurd.
Wow. That's incredible, bro. Wow. Yeah.
Do you want to hear the other ones, or you've had enough?
I do want to hear the other ones. It is like 9 p.m. though, but it's great stuff. Give me one more. Give me one more of them. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, which ones? So many. Okay, I'll just tell you one. There's so fucking many. Okay, well, because you love the. Oh God, there were so many. Okay, so one of the ones was.
Homeboy right here. The dopest of dope.
So many, quite a few had to do with that guy. Okay, I'll tell you about this one.
Tell me about Jesus, man.
This one, so I'd had, awakenings, enlightenments before, really big ones, but I hadn't had the full Christ heart opening.
Yeah.
And that one happened. Man,
I want that.
Oh dude, it's so fucking crazy. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna try put it into words. It can't be put into words, but I'm gonna try. The Christ heart opening, like explosion. It was. There was a couple of phases, but basically, yeah. So it's like God, and there's this other thing I haven't. How do I put this? Okay, so basically, I was there, and I was just. Okay, for it to really tell the story, I'd have to tell the one that happened before. So let me do that one briefly. one of the things that happened was as I was having all these fucking it was literally like merging with God, and it was like a direct communication. Like anything I would ask, I would just know. So I would just be like, can I know this? Okay, can I know this? And if I wasn't sure, I could muscle test, but it was just total connection, just like of just anything, because literally it was just like there's like so it's just like I want to know this. It was ridiculous, but still some separation, even though it's the one. There's still a me asking and getting. So there's still someone here, but not hard to explain.
Yeah.
So at some point I just went, and can I share this? I was told not to share. I can share this. Yes, I can, but I don't really want it to be public, so I may just mute this part out. So, but I'll tell it to you. So at one point, well, I literally there's one or two bits that Spirit's like, the world's not ready for that yet, and I'm like, okay, so it's fine. So one of the things when I was just submerged, and I just went, okay, I've had all these hints before that actually can I share this? Okay, yeah. So no, I can share the story, but not the exact person. So that's fine. So I had all these hints of somebody that I was in a past life, right? Certain hints had been dropped by somebody telling me, oh yeah, I did ayahuasca, and ayahuasca told me that you used to be, this person that had achieved enlightenment in another lifetime, and there were other hints and all this kind of shit. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And basically I said, can I now find out who that was? Because I wasn't being told it. And I just went, can I know now? It was like, yep. I'm like, well, great. Who was I? And literally the image of the person just appeared before me. And I recognized it immediately because it's quite a well-known person in spiritual circles. And I just went, holy fuck. And literally in that moment, it was a shock. Like I literally remembered, oh fuck, I'm here. And I dropped to my knees in shock as part of that soul energy, whatever, just literally came back into the body. And I'm like, oh, there's no fucking words, literally remembering like a full lifetime. It's just ridiculous when you just get it. So that happened. And so that's just one of the things, and then that goes deeper the next day, but we won't go into that. So after having that and remembering the being I was who attained full liberation, like literally full enlightenment, gone, and going, oh fuck, this is my first time. I've already done this before. That's why it's going so fast. I've already done this. I've done this. I've already escaped. I already literally escaped the karmic wheel and volunteered to come back to do it again, starting from ground zero, so that I could show other people, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. But I've done it already. You see, which is quite something when you, because and there's a whole bunch of shit that comes with that I could talk about, but I won't, because I want to tell you the Christ heart awakening. So after that happened, I was sitting there just going, holy fuck, I'm feeling so much love and so much unity with God. There was times, holy fuck, dude. There was times where like literally my whole body, it's like I had taken MDMA and my whole body was like a full body orgasm where you're literally in bliss and you're like, it's just literally oneness and love and bliss. It's your whole, and you're like, it's like MDMA, but everywhere. You're like, what the fuck? I was in such a state of bliss. I went to the shower. I'm just like, I need to get in the shower, just anything. And I'm in the hot water and it's such bliss. I literally looked up and I said, please stop. I cannot take any more bliss. I literally asked for it to stop, and it did as soon as I asked. But it was just like, I couldn't bear it anymore. It was blowing my fucking circuits, Don. Literally.
Oh my God,
the
that's
bliss
awesome.
of reuniting. It's unfucking believable. And it was like days of in and out of that crazy shit. So one day,
Dude,
so I'm laying.
I'm feeling it right now, man.
Dude, it's just, you don't need drugs. You don't need anything.
No, you don't,
You
dude.
need to fucking remember. Just remember. Drop the bullshit and remember the truth. All that is required. So check this one out. This is the one that for you, I need to tell you.
Yeah.
So I'm in the bed and I'm just like, it's always bliss. And I was just thinking about, and just like another one thing and again, there's so much happened. About a week before these started, maybe 10 days before all these started, there was a moment where I was with Paul, my soul dad and teacher, and we were just talking in the car, and there was just, I was just feeling so much love, and it was unbelievable. I just felt this overwhelm of just like so much fucking love, and I just looked at him, I was just like, and I literally had a breakdown where I literally started weeping, and I looked at him, and I just said, I never knew I could love so much. you know, and I was just fucking crying because I just loved him, and his love for me shattered me and shattered any bits of doubt or fear. It just was just fucking, I literally, I never thought it was possible to love that much, Don. It shattered me. I just wept. I literally wept in the car. It's like, like a baby, like a fucking baby. Because his love it's the love of Christ, right? It's literally Christ's love that woke me up, right? So that happened about. I'll let you take a moment. I'm also getting a little emotional. Yeah, it's so good, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
So that happened before this. So I'm laying in bed and I'm just thinking about, fuck, I love Paul so much. I love Christ so much. I love God so much. I love everybody. And I literally, this knowing, it just starts coming in like fucking love for this guy and love for God and love for my friends and all this and all humanity. I'm like, I actually love everybody. And it just came in, and dude, it built up. And suddenly I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I just felt this overwhelm. And it just came in that literally the absolute knowing and realization, all that love for me and God and everything, literally, it is all one love. That everything is the one love. And that's all there's ever been. And it absolutely destroyed everything in me that was not that love. Literally imploded into nothing. And there was only the eternal love of Christ. Nothing was left. It just literally just went, and it was just unbelievable love and bliss and ecstasy without end. Without end.
Wow, that's amazing.
Without end.
Oh.
And it was in that moment, and I literally, I knew it, and I thought it, and I was like, holy fuck, and I knew that in that moment I was free. That was liberation, just absolute remembering of the truth. It was finished. All suffering was, everything was finished. Everything was finished. I am just that. I've always been that. Always. It was just a matter of remembering. That's it. But it gets way crazier than that. That was a big one. God, that was a big one. It gets way fucking crazier. But that was a good one, though. At the time, I'm like, that's it. It's over. Not even close to over.
Oh,
Not
my God.
even close to over. But that was a good one.
My God, dude. Wow. Dude, we'll have to call again soon, man. Wow. Yeah. It's a lot to take in, dude.
Oh, dude. How do you think I felt? That's what I'm for, like,
I know.
2 weeks of just.
You know what's amazing is that I just had this coaching with Ide, and I remember when I was first learning a lot of this stuff, and I was just like so overwhelmed by all this basic information about just how the brain works and everything. And then when you really just get into this stuff, this is just so beyond transcendental, just so beyond it's like it can't even be transmitted verbally. It can't. And so it's really a joy to be with people that are having these transmissions and getting that transmission so that I can help transmit it to other people. Because I was lamenting earlier for, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, that I was saying, I only ever feel like I'm just teaching other people and helping other people. Nobody's ever teaching me. And then it was just like, well, now it's just this one infinite divine stream of consciousness that I'm learning from everybody and everybody's learning from me.
That's right.
It's like, it's, and it's the more that there's that divine stream of consciousness, everything is a lesson, and I'm teaching everybody and everybody's teaching me. It's just, it's all of it. And I just need to open it to it. And it's indescribable. It can't be verbalized. Yeah. And I haven't even had these crazy moments. I just get glimpses of them. I pray that I can only have these just absolute explosions of cosmic bliss.
Are you ready for this? Everything I've just spoken about in your own version or whatever, it's all coming.
Dude.
It's
I'm
all
dude,
coming for you, dude. You have
I'm so beyond excited, bro. I'm
no
beyond excited.
way to
dude.
prepare for it. There's nothing you can do to prepare for it. There's nothing I can say to make you understand. Nothing. All
Yeah.
you need to do is keep being your highest expression. Keep in your heart in every
That's it.
moment, what would God do in this situation? How do
Yeah.
I love? How do I be compassionate? How do I forgive? Just be the highest version of you.
Dude,
Live your
it's
excitement. Know it's coming and just
yeah.
trust and let go. Don't concern yourself with it.
Yeah.
Literally just live your life, follow your excitement, follow your heart. God will do the rest. You don't have to literally, that is what, if I had a time machine, I wish I could hear this literally, because I was seeking, I was frustrated. When am I going to wake up? I'm sorry. If somebody could just take me and be, dude, just do what you love, be a good person, and trust and have the intention that you'll wake up and trust in God. Let everything else go and just be you. Oh God, that would have saved me a lot of fucking effort and suffering, Don, because I went about it the hard way in a lot of ways. I really did. I didn't have to do some of the crazy shit I did. I didn't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm telling you, which is talking to myself,
Yeah.
you don't have to plan or worry about anything.
Yeah.
Do you. God will, which is you, higher self, is running everything else, including your awakening. You don't have to actually worry about it. You can't stop it. You can't stop it.
Wow. That's the most sane thing I've ever heard in my life.
When the ego truly dies is sanity possible, is the experience of sanity possible. Put that on a fucking t-shirt. Shit, I'm literally writing that down. That's good.
Let me write that
Literally,
down.
that's the truth. Only when the ego dies
Only
is the
when
experience
the
of
ego
sanity
dies
possible.
is
That
the
one is
experience
speaking.
of sanity.
Sasha
possible.
could take credit for that one, even though
Yeah.
Sasha's bullshit. But
Sasha's bullshit.
there it is.
Yeah, I'll put it on a shirt, bro. Oh, by the way, I did the Building Lives Matter shirt.
Oh.
I did it.
Nice. I gotta get at least $1. That was, hey, listen, I came out. I gotta get $1 a shirt sold at least.
All right.
That was me. You know,
Cute
that was
boy.
that.
I'll give you a
That
fucking
one was me. That one was me.
That was a collaborative effort, bro. You were.
Maybe it was. But listen.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
50-50
give it
profits.
to you,
50-50.
Whatever money I make. No matter. Yo, I gotta head out, man. But
Head out.
definitely call out. And dude, where the fuck is this music video, bro?
I know. Let me.
You're killing me, bro.
I know. I'll check in
You're
with my guy.
killing
I'll
me.
yell at him. I'll make sure he does it. I'll make sure he does it. Yeah, we got
I
to
don't
get
want
it up now.
I don't want that bullshit, bro. Like that's what you
I
gave
know.
me like 2
I
months
know.
ago.
I got to shit on him because you're shitting on me. I honestly, last I heard, it was pretty close. So I'll check.
Oh, for God's
I know
sakes,
it's
bro.
so good. I know.
Because I re-listened, dude. I listened to the song again, The Virus. I'm like, holy fuck, this is so funny. And it's so funny, bro. Like literally when Jesus fucking worked through us, we're like, this is the funniest shit.
Ever.
Like it's so funny.
And
then I listened to the I'm Super Woke and I'm like, this is hilarious. And it's so good and it's so well produced. It's like, we're doing the world a disservice by not having this video
I'm
out.
literally hanging up the call and I'm messaging my guy and I'm going to be pissy and go, where the fuck is that video you've had forever?
God.
If anyone's listening to this, which people will be, we've done a couple of epic fucking music videos all about waking people up and we're going to get them out as soon as possible and you're all going to fucking love it. So just
it's
stay tuned.
so good. It's
stay tuned.
so good, man.
So
wow,
good.
dude, I feel high right now. My God, today's been just an incredible day, man. And it's just going to be even better tomorrow.
It's going to be even better. All right, brother.
I love you, man.
I love you. I miss you.
Yo, when are you going to come down? When are you going to come down after again, bro?
Stop hassling me. After Donald Trump kills it at the election, beats the shit out of it, and comes out, and the cabal's in fucking jail, and everything's pretty much. I think so much is going to happen by December.
Until he starts talking about the Talmud, because I've been doing some research on the Talmud. Fuck that shit, dude. Like the Judaic
I told you it was
Talmud.
bullshit.
But it's the doctrines of demons, bro.
Yeah, it's evil
and
shit.
It's all coming out of Israel, and it's all coming out of Mossad, bro. And until Donald Trump starts saying, yo, fuck this Talmud, fuck the Noahide laws, fuck the protocols of Zion, fuck all that shit, fuck all that fake Jewry shit that's like actually demonic, that's when I'll believe it. But he hasn't touched it yet. So we'll see.
Anyway, things are going to calm down. Everything's going to be normal. And of course, at that point, I'll come and visit.
All right, man. It's all in divine will.
Oh, exactly. It's not up to me. So shut the fuck up.
It
Stop
ain't up to
hassling.
me,
Stop
man.
hassling me.
Hey,
Okay,
man, you know, I might come up and visit you in Toronto. I might just
Once-
roll and be like, oh, by the way, I'm in Vancouver.
Vancouver. Yeah, when Canada opens up, everybody's welcome to come. But
Is it open now?
it's not open still, bro. It's still
Bro.
closed for business. It's ridiculous.
Like, so you were only able to get there because you're a citizen.
Yes. But Americans or whoever can't come in yet.
You know, when this event goes the way that I planned for it, I'm thinking about buying a second citizenship because there's different countries that offer second citizenships for fairly cheap
And
investments.
that's a great bridge to cross when you get to it.
When I get to it, all in good timing, bro. I love you,
All
man.
right,
You're
pork
the
chop.
best, bro.
Mwah. I love you too. It was great to see your little face. We'll talk soon. I gave that to him. If anyone's wondering, I gave him
I
that
love
Jesus
this,
magnet.
man. This
Isn't it
is
so
my
good? It is really good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right,
Okay,
man.
brother.
I'll see you later.
We'll talk soon.
Ciao. Peace and love. Send me this video, bro.
Okay, will do.